Hello everyone, I am Priya Patil. I am going to teach you paper 1 of SYBSC, which is discrete probability distributions and time series. In this course, we will see some discrete probability distributions like negative binomial distribution, truncated distribution and multinomial probability distribution, and one new concept which is time series. Before starting the actual syllabus, we will see some basic concepts of probability distributions. So, first concept is experiment. An experiment is any operation that results in one or more outcomes. For example, consider the experiment of tossing a coin. What are the outcomes? Either head appear or tail. Consider another experiment of rolling a fair die. What are the outcomes? Either 1 appear or 2 appear or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Next concept is trial of an experiment. A trial of an experiment is nothing but how many times you have performed that experiment. Suppose I tossed a coin for 2 times. It means trial of an experiment are 2. There are 2 types of experiment. First, deterministic experiments. Second, non-deterministic experiments. A deterministic experiment is an experiment for which the outcome is unique or certain. So, the outcome can be predicted before performing the experiment. For example, consider the experiment of throwing a ball in the sky. What will happen? It will definitely falls down. So, such a type of experiment where outcome can be predicted in advance are called as deterministic experiments. Second, non-deterministic experiments. Non-deterministic experiments are also called as random experiments. The experiments for which there are more than one possible outcomes and the result of the experiment cannot be predicted in advance are called as non-deterministic or random experiments. For example, consider the experiment of rolling a die. What are the outcomes? Either 1 appear or 2 appear or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Next important concept is sample space and types of sample space. So, sample space is nothing but the set of all possible distinct outcomes of an experiment. Sample space is denoted by omega or S. For example, consider the experiment of tossing a coin. What are the outcomes? Either head appears or tail appears. So, sample space is collection of all these outcomes. So, omega is equal to H and T. Symbolically, head is written as capital H and tail is written as capital T. The elements of sample space are called as sample points. So capital H and capital T are nothing but the sample points. according to the number of elements in the sample space. Sample space is divided into two types. First, discrete sample space, and second, continuous sample space. First, we will see what is meant by discrete sample space. A sample space containing finite number of points or countably infinite number of points is called a discrete sample space. Second type is continuous sample space. A sample space containing uncountably infinite number of points is called a continuous sample space. Discrete sample space is either finite sample space or countably infinite sample space. So what is meant by finite sample space? Where number of elements in the sample space are finite is called a finite sample space. For example, consider the example number 1. Here, sample space omega contains only two elements, capital H and capital T. So such a type of sample space is called a finite sample space. In the second example, sample space is running from 0, 1, 2, 3 up to dash dash dash, where last element is not known to us. So such a type of sample space is called a countably infinite sample space. In example number 3, sample space is running from 0 to infinity. It means it can take any value from the real line. So such a type of sample space is called uncountably infinite sample space. Uncountably infinite sample space is nothing but the continuous sample space. Both finite sample space and countably infinite sample space are discrete sample space. Here we can see sample space is divided into two types, discrete sample space and continuous sample space. Discrete sample space is again divided into two types, finite sample space and countably infinite sample space. Continuous sample space is nothing but the uncountably infinite sample space. Next important concept is events. An event is a subset of the sample space. Events are denoted by capital letters A, B, C and so on. For example, consider the experiment of rolling a fair die. What are the outcomes? Either 1 appear or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. So sample space omega is collection of all these items. Consider event capital A, which is number greater than 3. So event capital A contains only those elements which are greater than 3. So event capital A contains number 4, 5 and 6. You can see that capital A is subset of omega. There are several types of events. First type is elementary or simple event. An event containing only one element is called elementary or simple event. Second, impossible event. An event corresponding to empty set is called as an impossible event. Third type is sure event or certain event. An event containing all the points of omega is called a sure event or certain event. Next type is mutually exclusive events. Event capital A and capital B are said to be mutually exclusive events if there is no common element in event A and event B. That is, A intersection B is equal to phi, means empty set. Next type is exhaustive events. Event capital A and capital B on omega are said to be exhaustive events if A union B is equal to omega, means sample space. Next type is complement of an event capital A. If capital A is an event on omega, then complement of event capital A is corresponding to the set A complement, means elements which are present in omega but not in A. Now you are familiar with the word probability. For classical definition of probability, we have to learn equiprobable sample space. The sample space omega is said to be equiprobable sample space if all the outcomes are equally likely. In other words, we can say that probability of occurrence of every outcome is same. For the experiment of tossing a coin, the outcomes are head and tail. This sample space is called as equiprobable sample space because probability of head and probability of tail both are same, that is 1/2. Next, probability of an event. If a random experiment results in n mutually exclusive and equally likely outcomes. Equally likely outcomes means probability of every outcome is same, out of which m are favorable to the event capital A, then probability of A is the ratio of m of n. That is, probability of A is equal to m upon n. Probability of any event is always lies between 0 and 1. In real life, we come across some situations where sample space is not equiprobable. This is the ideal case. So, for this purpose, we have to learn modern approach of probability. So, modern approach of probability tells us 3 axioms. Let omega be a sample space concerning a random experiment. Let capital A be any event of omega. Then probability of A is defined as any real valued function on omega which satisfies the following axioms. Axiom number 1 is probability of A greater than or equal to 0. It means probability should be positive. Second axiom is probability of omega is equal to 1. Third axiom is if A1, A2, An are n mutually exclusive events of omega, then probability of union of Ai is equal to summation of probability of Ai. That is, A1 union probability of A1 union A2 union A3 is equal to probability of A1 plus probability of A2 plus probability of A3. Next concept is random variable. Let omega be a discrete sample space corresponding to a random experiment. A function x is running from omega to r is called as random variable. There are two types of random variable. First, discrete random variable. Second, continuous random variable. We will only focus on discrete random variable. You will see continuous random variable in paper 2. So, what is meant by discrete random variable? A random variable is said to be discrete if it takes finite or countably infinite number of values. So, discrete random variable always takes isolated values, means 0, 1, 2. There are some examples of discrete random variable. First example is number of students present in the class. Second, number of patients cured from COVID-19. And third, number of attempts required to pass certain exam. Previously, we have studied that sample space is either finite or countably infinite or uncountably infinite. On finite sample space, you have studied some discrete probability distributions like discrete uniform distribution, Bernoulli distribution, binomial distribution and hypergeometric distribution. First is discrete uniform distribution. Suppose a class contains 50 students having roll number 1 to 50. The class representative should be selected at random. Therefore, a roll number is selected randomly from 1 to 50. Thus, if capital X denotes the roll number selected, then all the numbers are equally likely. So, the PMF of X is given by probability of X is equal to X is equal to what? 1 upon 50, where X is running from 1 to 50 and 0 otherwise. Such a distribution is called as discrete uniform distribution. Second, Bernoulli distribution. Consider the experiment of tossing a coin, where x is equal to 1 if head turns up and x is equal to 0 if tail turns up. Let capital P denote the probability of head and Q denote the probability of getting tail. Thus, if the coin is unbiased, then probability of head appear and probability of tail appear is same, that is 1/2. The PMF can be expressed in the following ways, that is probability of x is equal to x is equal to p raised to x q raised to 1 minus x, and x is equal to what? 0 and 1, and it is 0 otherwise. This distribution is known as Bernoulli distribution with parameter p. Third is binomial distribution. A discrete random variable capital X taking values 0, 1, 2 up to n is said to follow a binomial distribution with parameters n and p if its PMF is given by, that is probability of x is equal to x is equal to ncx p raised to x q raised to n minus x, where x is running from 0, 1, 2 up to n and it is 0 otherwise. N and P are parameters of binomial distribution. On countably infinite sample space, there are some discrete probability distributions like Poisson distribution, geometric distribution and negative binomial distribution. First is Poisson distribution. We experience number of situations where chance of occurrence of an event in a short time interval is very small. However, there are infinitely many opportunities to occur. The number of occurrences of such an event follows Poisson distribution. For example, number of times system of component fails. Number of persons standing in a queue are the examples of Poisson distribution. A discrete random variable capital X taking values 0, 1 to n is said to follow Poisson distribution with parameter m if its PMF is probability of x is equal to e raised to minus m raised to x upon x factorial, and it is 0 otherwise. Second distribution is geometric distribution. Suppose a coin is tossed till a head occurs for the first time. We may get a head at the first trial or second trial or the third trial and so on. Let capital X denote the number of failures before getting a head for the first time. We want to find the probability distribution of the discrete random variable capital X. Such a probability distribution is called a geometric distribution with parameter p, where PMF of geometric distribution is probability of x is equal to pq raised to x. In the actual syllabus of paper 1, we have to see some discrete probability distribution. Our first chapter is negative binomial distribution. In the next video, we will see what is the PMF of negative binomial distribution, what are the movements of negative binomial distribution, how to find expectation and variance of negative binomial distribution, and some examples on negative binomial distribution. For this, please come on to next video. Thank you.